Let's check if we're live. Let's check if we're live. All right, here we are. Oh man, this verse, it finally dropped. I don't know how I feel about this verse dropping, like right now. It's a little early. I needed this thing to be a bombshell to come out, but I think maybe it'll still work. I wanted them to hold on to this. But this verse to me is one of Dot's. I mean, I can't say that's tough because there's whacked out murals, there's everything GNX. But this new Clips verse, or the one that's supposed to be in Chains of Whips, that is suppressed and hidden, I think this is one of the best verses to drop since the rap battle from Kendrick. I know that's like a hot take because you have GNX. Obviously, nothing's gonna, you know what I mean, like go against GNX. But West Coast, what's up, neighborhood therapist here? Nikki Lewis, what's up? Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be a lot of glazing. I mean right now, is that what Gen Z says? No, this verse. Oh my god, I was like at first I was just like, they leaked it? Like how? I didn't want to believe like that this thing got leaked. But I saw they leaked it like so casually. Like I don't even know this was a leak. Or they just trying to play this verse. I don't know I don't know why they did this. Y'all tell me why Pharrell and Pusha T just sat up in Paris and was just like playing that verse. I would have lost my mind playing that verse too. It seems like Clips is doing an old school rollout. Oh my God, that verse, he snapped so hard on that verse. It was so exciting. That's the reason why we had to just listen to this verse today. I mean, we really got to listen to this verse. This ain't no, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. This ain't no Luther verse. This is like whacked out murals type verse, right? This is that whacked out murals at Kendrick, like that bomb verse with a lot to say. And for I think they, I don't know, right? They said they blocked the verse. They said that, Pusha T, in order for him to release this verse, he had to leave the label and all this kind of stuff. That there was no Drake. I definitely hear some Drake this is on here. Maybe, I mean, it's a little bit, it's discreet, but that's okay by me. I'll take it. I mean, we're gonna take anything as a Drake at this point. Who gives a damn? Drake, you better drop Iceman. I dare you to drop Iceman, Drake. I dare you. I dare you, because this is what we want to hear. I want Kendrick to go in. Kendrick is not done. I thought he was done. I was so nervous. I thought Kendrick was done. Thank God, Kendrick, you coming back. Don't leave us with Luther and that's it on the charts. Don't leave us with Luther on the charts and that's it. We need whacked out murals, Kendrick. His verse is it. Did y'all listen to the verse? Did y'all listen to the verse? Yeah, we're gonna play, but did y'all hear it? That shit went crazy, crazy. Bananas. I don't necessarily think he was talking to Drake. I think he's just in the spirit of old school where anybody can get it. And if you take it there, then it's for you. 100%. No lies there. Facts. I mean, I'm always gonna throw Drake in. You got to. You got to for fun. You can't not throw Drake in there. You know what I mean? We gotta say, that's about you. We sent you to the cosmic. What do you say? Cosmic? Cosmos? We sent you to the cosmos. Cosmics. Because that's how I see Drake. I think he really sent them out there. I mean, it's the only way. Is there any way else that we can see this? I mean, who else could I take that verse to be about? You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be about Drake. Now, I get it. Like, they can't say. When did this? I don't know when he wrote this verse. Like when? I mean, because if this was last year or 2023, I don't know exactly when this verse was written. I have a hard time believing it was that long ago. I mean, and anyway, it's still one of those verses, right? Like it's like a control verse. It doesn't have to be post beef, post rap battle. It could definitely be, pre-rap battle. Doesn't matter. Kendrick always has a way of dropping this verse that shakes everything. My only concern is I am a little bit like this verse, if it dropped as a surprise, it would have been a bomb. Like this, it would have been crazy. And I feel like this takes away. But the thing is, I don't think there's anything else they could do, right? Because I think the thing is, right, too much of this got out. Pusha T was already blocked, right? He had to leave the label. I mean, allegedly, like that's the word. He had to leave the label, pay them money in order to drop this album with Kendrick's verse on it, which So at this point, they're probably just like, you know what, man? It's chaos. We just gonna leak this shit in Paris. You know what I mean? Like, let's just leak this shit in Paris. Neighbor therapist. So how I broke that line that if your talent ain't God sent, you got to go back to the cosmics. I mean, it's an entendre. It was 2024 after the beef, after Not Like Us. Okay, so you saying this was post beef? Yes, he says the West is right now or something like that. True. Yeah, 100%. I don't know if it's supposed to be for now. I have no idea. But this is the verse that they want to block? I mean, it was a bomb-ass verse. But this is the verse they spend time trying to block. I mean, nothing is apparent. I don't know. Who knows? It's all alleged. They tried to block this verse. What y'all think? Like I said, it was a bomb verse. But what was said here that they just don't like Kendrick? No, they didn't want Kendrick on there? I mean, what I'm thinking is that they didn't play the verse I don't know. They don't play the verse for the label. Like, why is it they were going to block this verse? What is it about this verse that they were going to block? Just because Kendrick's on it, post beef? Maybe he's referring. He didn't say Drake's name at all. He didn't say nothing. I mean, it was a bomb ass verse, but everything to me was, unless there's more to the verse does get cut off. So the verse by Kendrick eventually gets cut off, and there's more to it. But so unless he says something else, Tashana, neighbor therapist, I feel it's so there's a J. Cole diss in there. There's always a J. Cole diss at this point. Tashana Lacey, they were saying the optics of just having two rivals of Drake in a song they didn't want. Neighbor therapist, remember these fools are 50 years old, so I think they're just doing everything in an old school way. These fools, you said. Rock Nation posted a short showing them printing up the Clips album, and the caption said tomorrow. That today? They dropped that? They dropped this saying tomorrow today? He says it in the lyrics. Wow. Okay, so something else is going to happen tomorrow. We're a little early. That's okay. I heard the verse. It's good enough for me. I heard that verse. That's good enough for me. Let's see here. What we got? I mean, I hope y'all listened to it already. But hold on. Let me see if I can find this verse. If you go to Rock Nation YouTube, it's there. Wait, are we too early then? What's going to happen? Rock Nation. What's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. I keep getting news. If I search Rock Nation, I get news about Rock Nation. All the bad news about Rock Nation. What's their channel? I don't know. YouTube. Rock Nation. What are they going to drop? I don't know. I don't know where their channel is. I have no idea. Posts, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have the right channel. But oh, you mean Twitter? Here, let me get this window up. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube Rock Nation. This is all I'm seeing on the Rock Nation. I have no idea what their channel, what they got going on here. I don't know if this is their official. I have no idea. I don't know much about these guys. It's a short on their channel. Okay. You said to me now. You said to me on a W mission. What is this? You said to me on a W mission. The albums are purple. No, I subscribed to them on YouTube, and it's all good. Okay, you got the direct link. I mean, whatever. It don't matter really. Here, let me see if this pulls it up. What you sending me now? What the hell? Oh, clips tomorrow. Oh, wait, how? Oh, it's from Clips. Excuse me. I need some water. Oh, that's fire. Okay, so it says Clips tomorrow down here below, right here. For those, I have it on my screen now. Clips tomorrow. They're pressing records. then it's got, maybe this verse is gonna officially drop tomorrow. You don't think this verse is gonna officially drop tomorrow? Something's gotta happen. Something is definitely gotta drop, because I can't believe that. Thank you for sharing that, Nikki. I can't believe that this leaked verse happened right now. So okay, I was trying to figure out like just the basic information, right? So here, let me see if I can share this thing. Just like the general stuff before we like play the clip, right? So it says here on June 23rd. Let me just get set up a little bit here. First of all, what's up, yo? Y'all excited about this? Crazy. This is Kendrick. This is, man, this is crazy. I'm so excited. I just hate that this dropped. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it dropping. Like, I feel like Kendrick stuff can't drop in a leak, you know? Like, something else is going on. Like, maybe they, like I said, if this whole thing is literally gonna drop tomorrow as this like weird, I don't know, the way this shows. Let me just shorten this a little bit here. Yeah, that'll show like that. If they're gonna drop it tomorrow, that'd be great, because they said it was July 11th, right? That was the word. They said that this was supposed to drop July 11th. So was this definitely dropped today? This little thing here, and the description shows 4 hours ago. So this thing, they dropped this today. They posted this short today. Something's gonna happen tomorrow. All right, so it says on June 23rd, right, which is today, a previously unreleased Kendrick Lamar verse from a track titled Chains and Whips was previewed in Paris during an event associated with Clips and Pharrell Williams. According to posts on X, the verse was played publicly by Pusha T, a member of Clips, and I got the clips, I want to play them. I just want to get like kind of the context here. In a setting described as a balcony performance for an audience, which included many attendees at Pharrell's upcoming Louis Vuitton show. The event appeared to involve a playback of Clips' forthcoming album produced by Pharrell, with Kendrick's verse being one of the featured elements. Details from X suggest that the preview was not intended to be secretive. I mean, how could it be secretive, right? Like, Kendrick stuff will never, ever get leaked. I'm pretty sure his circle is tight. And obviously, of course, them just sitting around playing the verse, bobbing to it, obviously it's intentional. There's no question about it. It's obviously intentional. Let me get some water. Details from X. Okay, yeah. So one user speculated that AZ Chike, who was present, might have recorded and shared the verse, contributing to its spread online. And shout out to you, Neighborhood Therapist. I think you were the first person to actually mention this. There are no specific web sources confirming the exact circumstances of the leak beyond these X posts, and no official statements from Kendrick, Clips, or Pharrell have been reported as of now. The verse's content remains undetailed in the sources, but its public playback in Paris marks it as a notable moment, especially given Kendrick's high profile following his feud with Drake and the release of GNX. Okay, fans and observers on Express. Okay, whatever. The rest of this doesn't mean nothing. Okay. This verse, I think, is one of the best verses to drop from Kendrick since the rap battle. I know I gotta say something like that, because obviously, like, GNX is GNX. I mean, there's no question. But like, as for a verse, this is a bomb ass verse. I mean, it's one of those. It's a like that verse. And it's hard to hear a like that verse leaked. It's hard to hear a verse like that being leaked, because you want to hear it at its surprise moment. But if truly something is going to happen tomorrow, then I guess that's okay. But like I said, it sounds like there are no options, right? I feel like their hands are tied. I feel like what's happening right now is their hands are tied. And there's nothing they could do about this at this point. So the word has already come out, you know what I mean? That the verse is being blocked. and they need to just. I feel like they just gotta drop something. Let's hear this a little bit. I have a few different. I think there's a few different videos because you can't catch the whole verse on one video. So there's a couple angles that put them together. But I think even the two angles isn't the whole verse. All right, hold on. Let me see if I could pull up. Cosmics, who? Y'all tell me this is not about Drake. I feel like Pusha T lied. Pusha T lied to who was it? Was it you? Was it who was that? Was it Jeff Jam? Who was it that they didn't allow him to have the Kendrick? They wanted to block the verse. I feel like he said, nah, there's no Drake. There's no Drake. Drake's not on here. Please. There's no Drake. Don't worry about it. Now this shit's talking about Drake. Back to the Cosmics. I mean, it's either Drake or it's J. Cole. I'm sorry, but J. Cole fans, all good. J. Cole, he's always gonna have a place in my heart, no matter what. I'm not gonna fully, but I gotta hate on J. Cole just because of what happened, but I still don't see him as bad as Drake. So any J. Cole fans, you're welcome here as well. You know what I mean? Like, but J. Cole is definitely a Judas. 100%. J. Cole is a Judas, man. I don't trust J. Cole when it comes to Dot. So who did he send to the Cosmics? Who else? Gotta be Drake. Bro, Drake was hanging out with the country singer. Every single thing Kendrick said came true about the boy, about the guy. I ain't calling him the boy. Everything came true about Drake. Drake, you better drop Iceman. Drop this shit tomorrow. I don't know. Drop it as soon as possible. I want to hear this. I want to hear Iceman because I want Kendrick to come back. It's not over. When is Kendrick's GNX concert over? The tour. He better get off that damn tour. I don't want him to be on that damn tour forever. Get back in the booth. I want to hear Kendrick rock out to more verses. I want more verses like this.
The things I seen under my eyelids, kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens.
The thing I seen under my eyelids, kaleidoscope dreams.
Clear. You ain't seen what I saw, no, you ain't been where I go. With a fetty so strong, you gotta bag it with one eye closed. My shooter turn you inside out.
Man, this album is gonna be fire, especially for the old heads. I mean, for people who really like that sound of hip hop that was pre, you know what I mean, like 2010s or. You know, I mean, that is gonna. This sounds like, man, Chef's Kiss. Everything Clips has here sounds crazy. I can't wait till this drops. Let me see. What do I got here? What else? What are the clips here? I love this when I saw this on Twitter. How many Judases have let me down? Oh, that's you, Cole. That's definitely you. It's so perfect. Yeah, this clip of Cole. It matches so perfectly. Because I don't know any other Judas except Cole right now in this whole rap battle. What else? What else we got? So the verse, right? What y'all think about Cole? What y'all think about Cole? Do y'all tell me right now what y'all think about Cole? I want to hear it. Chat, what do you guys think about Cole right now? What are the vibes on Cole right now ever since the Kendrick, ever since this rap battle, post-rap battle, and now this line, how many Judas done let me down? Corey Jackson, let's go. Excited for what's on deck, especially after some sexy songs for you and the Carter 6. Oh my God, bro. This verse clears everything that these guys did. I mean, we'll see what Iceman does. Who knows what Drake's gonna do then? Maybe he has some good, like a little rapidy raps. Let's wait and see. But this already clears all that stuff, at least for us. You know what I mean? People are gonna jam out to Nokia. They're playing Nokia forever. They're gonna try to play Nokia until the end. He said on Count Me Out is his favorite. Also said Mr. Morale was his favorite album. Kendrick said that? Or J. Cole said that? J. Cole. That's funny, right? Did J. Cole say that? You know what makes that funny? Is that what did Cole say on what was it? 7-minute drill. Hold on, 7. Just confirm it for me, neighborhood therapist, that you saying Cole said that was his favorite, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. He's irrelevant. I have a meme of Cole and Elon split as my profile on Facebook. I don't know if he said this, but I know in 7-minute drill, he said your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic, your second shit put dudes to sleep, but they gassed it. Your third shit was massive, and that was your prime. All right, he didn't talk about Mr. Morale here. He left it alone. Your third shit was massive, damn, and that was your prime. I was trailing down front of the line. All right, he didn't say right. Your first shit was no. He said your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic. The Judas has got to be Cole. The Judas has got to be Cole. Oh my God. Cole said, man, you got to look out for those guys. When someone gasses you like that and then turns around and disses the hell out of you, bro, those are the scariest dudes. Those are the scariest guys. Those are the jealous ones. How is that? How are you telling everyone, Mr. Morale's my favorite album? I love you, Kendrick. That was an amazing album. And then in 7-minute drill, you going back Drake, and then you say this? Your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic? I mean, you could say like it's like a sport. That rap is like a sport, but that doesn't, this battle was not a sport, man. This battle was real. This battle had beef, it had conflict, it had emotion. If you got to stand on what you're saying, I told you that was the cold diss. Who cares about Drake new Ghost Ray Iceman album? Drake left hip hop and went country. And personally, I don't care. Good riddance. I don't know what he's gonna do. Maybe Drake will come back. I don't know if he'll come back. Who cares? You're right. This is Dot's one. I really don't care. But I want Drake to drop that Iceman quick fast, just because I want Kendrick to continue on. Let me see. How long? Wait a second. So let me just check something, right? Kendrick GNX tour. When is this gonna end? End date. Okay, December. Damn. Holy, what? That's too long, Kendrick. Get off that tour already, bro. Come on, that's too long. I don't know. So I can't imagine Kendrick's going to be able to do anything from now until then, right? Like, how is Kendrick going to be able to do anything from now until that moment? So, I mean, we're going to see a lot of nonsense probably up until then. We're going to have to go with these. We're going to have to go with these leaks. Just maybe he meant tragic like Greek tragedy because it was talking about, no, don't give him those excuses. Ain't no way. Don't give him that excuse. Come on. Nah. It's cool. J. Cole fans, it's all good. I don't have no problem with that. But let's hear the verse one more time.
Yeah, shit. All that talent must be God sent.
can go to Rakim. Half of my profits can go to Rakim. Well, I had a hard time with that verse. Rakim, Eric being Rakim being one of the, I'm assuming he's got to be talking about Rakim from Eric being Rakim, one of the one of the greatest MCs, Eric B and Rakim. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. Maybe meaning that tour ends in August. Australia shows are new. Yeah, I know, but I think he's gonna go international tours up until December, bro. That's too long. Maybe he means that basically forget all the new shit. I basically owe homage to the greats because nothing else matters since then. That's how I'm taking this line. Is that I might as well. I'm basically I gotta pay homage to Rakim because I can't give it to anyone else, right? Like, you know, and it's I feel like the greats are the safest, right? So he's trying to say like Rakim, I owe it to you. I don't owe this to Lil Wayne. I can't give this to anyone else because there's too many Judases, right? We seen what Lil Wayne did, so I give it to Rakim. Rakim might as well reap all the benefits of my genius because he's the father, right? That's how I'm taking that line. What y'all think? All right. The verse. All right. So y'all saying or you they put therapist. You be knowing a lot. That's a Rakim lyric. Let's pull up this verse. That's the word on the block is hip hop is dead. So consumers quit copping, rappers flip flopping, artists by the labels. Woo! Wait, that's a Rakim line? Or that's your line? I was like, I thought you rapping right. Damn. All right. Kendrick says, right? Gen X from the West Coast, you know all that. That's crazy. I mean, Gen X knows everything. They don't know that we know everything. I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't F with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. What talent? Is he talking about his talent or everyone else's talent? How I took it is that all the talent must be God sent. That my talent, but like if he's talking about his talent, I feel like he would say all my talent. Or it could be that someone else is talking to him, saying basically like all your talent must be God sent. Or he could be saying all that talent all around us, whether it's good or bad, must be God sent. The good is from me and the bad is God sent, but that's the way it is. So everything happening is God sent. Because then he says, I sent your ass back to the cosmics. So I could definitely see here. I could definitely see this being about Drake. Because he can't say who's he gonna talk about? I sent your ass back to the cosmics. I sent your ass back to the cosmics. It's gotta be someone. It's gotta be someone. Whether it's J. Cole, Drake, I don't know. It could just be theoretical, whatever, but come on. You know what I mean? If it's post-beef, come on. I feel like this shit was post-beef. They knew what was up. Kendrick destroyed Drake. And as you saw Drake moving scary, and I remember post-beef, Drake was doing a lot of weird shit. Like, right? Like post-beef, Drake was doing a lot of weird-ass stuff. Memes and shit, and going at DeMar DeRozan, showing up to the basketball game. Like, and Dot was just kind of quiet. But I feel like maybe this verse was gonna drop then. Like another bam, Clips was gonna come out at that moment. Bam, hit you with Kendrick. And I think that would have went crazy. That would have been a great moment, actually. But unneeded, probably unneeded at that moment, because Dot was already too up high. But I send your ass back to the cosmics. I send you back to where you came from. And I don't really see this as necessarily like this is like necessarily. I think it's just Drake. This is what you represented. You came and you perpetrated. This is what you showed to the world. But I unveiled everything. I took off, right? And if you remember, right, in the Euphoria, what was played backwards, right? Was that line. And that's what he's saying. I'm a fake, I'm a phony. And everybody thinks that they're somebody. So Drake is saying, Kendrick is saying, I send you back. I let everybody know what you're about. I'm not the candidate to vibe with. What y'all think? Where does that come from? To vibe with? That's an interesting line. That's an interesting, like that, yo, like we're like, we're not paying attention. He said, I'm not the candidate to vibe with. You know, because if you look at it like, okay, politicians, right? How I would look at it is people run, right? People run in politics. And I'm not just a candidate that y'all are just going to basically try to, I'm not someone who's just trying to win y'all's opinion of me. I'm trying to finesse y'all. I just want y'all to think something about me so y'all can vote for me, right? Like that's how I'm reading this. I'm not the candidate to vibe with. You don't need to vibe with me. I'm not running for y'all to really just, you know what I mean? Like for us to meet this way and y'all think something. No, I don't F with the kumbaya. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with kumbaya. That's the second time he brought that line. That word kumbaya came up. Came up in Luther, I think, right? I think it came up in the Luther song. All that talent must be God sent. And now we know kumbaya, right? People just getting together, you know what I mean? And he's just saying, no, we're not getting together. We're not gonna make up. We're not getting together holding hands. I'm letting y'all know what it is. And man, we cannot get into politics, but this is admirable, right? Like this is so admirable from Kendrick to say. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you got to give it up to him because with everything we see today, all the betrayal, everything that has happened and transpired in front of our eyes, and people winning people over and then duping everybody, duping them, using everybody. Kendrick is saying from now, I'm not here to vibe with y'all. I'm not a candidate to run with y'all. I don't mess with that kumbaya. We're not over here. I'm going to say my truth. That's it. All that talent must be God sent. I love that. I'm spending a little time on this because I love Kendrick's alignment with God. You know what I mean? And you could say, and look, because he says all the, and I was, it's funny. I was about to say, I love Kendrick's alignment with the cosmics. That's funny. I was about to say, just because, let's say, I mean, I'm a believer, right, in God. But like, say the people who don't necessarily want to believe in that particular fashion, we could say spirituality, the universe, whatever, to appease whoever doesn't like that phrase. But he says, so I was going to say, all right, I love his alignment with the cosmic. So look at the connection. All that talent must be God sent. I send your ass back to the cosmics. The two words match, the two words sound alike, and the two words are in the same domain. Who does this today? All that talent must be God sent. I send your ass back to the cosmics. The things I've seen under my eyelids. Oh my God. That one line to me clears so much stuff I've heard of recent. The one line. That one line. The things I've seen under my eyelids. How you see anything when your eyes are shut? How's that possible? Right? How does that make sense? Y'all think with me a little bit. Y'all think, tell me in the chat. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Tell me in the chat. It's time to get a little bit hype. That's it. No more playing this shit. Let's listen to the lyrics. Talk about this shit. The things I've seen under my eyelids. How you see anything if your eyes are closed? How? Y'all tell me in the chat. Y'all tell me. How do you see anything when your eyes are closed? So he has this ultra spiritual connect. You know they talk about, God shows you things when your eyes are closed. Tashana Lacey, I love it. I love it. We left that. We forgot all that. I admitted myself, we forgot that. Only God shows you things when your eyes are closed. What a brilliant way to express what's the word? Like, what's the phrase? Like lightning striking from the heavens above into your spirit. That you don't need those eyes to see because you see it and feel it in a different way. But of course, he continues on. The things I've seen under my eyelids, you're going to have to, let's open that up, bro. That can mean anything. The things I see, who knows, Kendrick? I don't know what you've seen, but all of us could imagine, like, if we just shut our eyes, what do we see? What is everything we see? You see whatever God has planned for you, but you also see your own thoughts, your own ideologies, your own ideas, flashbacks, the past, the things of the future, when your eyes are closed and they're shut. So Kendrick's not saying, look, what I see with my third eye, right? Like that would be what I'm seeing with my third eye, right? People can say that. He said, no, with my no eyes shut. That's the stuff I love about Kendrick. Like, I know it sounds so like weird, but it's just so nuanced that I feel like it's so hard to express. Is that those little, very subtle nuances. The clearest thing he could have said was what I see with my third eye, which already is beyond what I see with my eyes, right? I can say what I see with my eyes. Y'all don't know what I see with my eyes. Go beyond that. What I see with my third eye, that third eye that's there that y'all don't see, I see it. No, he goes beyond and says, things I see under my eyelids. Oh, come on. I can't be the only one that sees it. Come on. Chat, tell me. Prayer, wisdom, deep thoughts. Usually when we pray, our eyes are closed. We are listening. We're open to receive God's words. And I'm not trying to make this so spiritual, but it's something to really appreciate. Now what's crazy, because as I close my eyes, I see exactly what Kendrick is describing. Me personally. Not the murder and sirens, but kaleidoscope dreams. The things I've seen. Y'all remember, right? Like when when you all were kids, right? The kaleidoscope. You remember the kaleidoscope? I don't know how the kaleidoscopes work, right? But you all see, right? When you ever were a kid and your parents bought you that little thing, or you gave it to your children, and there's that little thing, and you look into it, right? You turn it and you start seeing weird things come together. You see all these little weird things, right? Like all these different colors. Kaleidoscope dreams. The things I seen under my eyelids, kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Everything rhymes here. That this is the expression, right? I know for me, if I were to close my eyes, I would see those kaleidoscope dreams. I shut my eyes. I see it sometimes pieces of things coming together, and I'm trying to make sense of all these things, these little pieces here and there. And now he brings what he's seen, I guess, as a youth, when he was younger or in his hood, or what he sees around him happening in society, murder and sirens. Let's be clear. Hip hop died again. Now that's how this has got to be post beef, right? There's got to be post beef because hip hop died again. Y'all are right. Y'all were telling me no lies here. Truth. Because we all know, right? Watch the Party die. Hip hop, why do I keep saying hip hop? Hip hop died again. So it's a reference. He's resurfacing, re-emphasizing. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. This line, I don't know what it is about this line. I'm still not there yet with this line. I'm not there. Chat, what does this line mean? Because now I'm thinking profits, Prophet. Probably not. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. I just opened that up by accident. J. Cole the Judas. J and J. It's funny because it's J. Cole, Judas Cole. Something's not clicking to me with this line. The only thing I can say with this line is he wants to pay homage to the greats and just say none of y'all matter. I want y'all to know that all y'all rappers, basically, at this point, and he kind of mentioned he whacked out murals about Lil Wayne, right? Where he said, what did he say? The irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, even though he did a whole mixtape playing Wayne's beats on there and rapping to them, paying homage to Wayne. And then Wayne ends up doing what he does, whatever, cries and all this kind of stuff, and doesn't even address it, doesn't even thank that, nothing. So I think, I feel like Kendrick here is saying, all y'all, forget y'all. You know what I mean? But, I don't know why he says profits here, but half of my profits make it to Rakim. That's how I read that line. I don't know. Y'all tell me if y'all see anything else to it. Paid in full. Y'all remember for those 90s babies, Juice? I can't, what's crazy is that how sad is it that I don't see the great black cinema as I used to in the 90s today? There's not a plethora like it used to be back to back in the 90s. It was, the best work addressing issues that were happening right then and there, addressing the shit that mattered right then and there in the movies. And I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm missing those movies. I'm missing like that kind of cinema to me. Am I off? I don't know. We got this. I still didn't see Sinners, so I can't say nothing, but it's just not enough. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not enough. I'm sure Sinners will address some of those things, but it's not enough to me. But in the 90s, that shit was dropping back to back to back. Shit that mattered, shit that everyone if it felt. But Juice, the reason why I brought this up is not only like Pac, right, was in that movie, but since he's bringing up Rakim, didn't Rakim had a song on there called Knowledge? And he would say, Know the Ledge, right? Wasn't that Rakim? Am I wrong? Yeah, I can't play it, right? But I can't, I don't want to get copyright stricken, but Tyler, the creator, said, a little bit disappointed in Tyler. I know he meant it in good faith, but he said something like, when the youth, you ask them what the great music is, they have a tendency to just say things like Wu-Tang or Pac or Paid in Full, right? Oh, he had another song in Paid in Full. That's Rakim's. I'm going back to Juice. Paid in Full still later. We going back further. So, but like I said, I don't want to digress too much. Tyler, the Creator, said something I thought was, I don't know, a little off. He tried to say that I think the youth needs to say what they like more, and I get that. What their best hip hop music album is. They don't have to say Wu-Tang. They don't have to say Pac, and I understand that. But when it comes to a question of what is the greatest of all time, I'm okay, right? If the youth want to enjoy hip hop, right? And that's all they know. It's 2025. Some people follow the beef, honestly. And what's crazy is some people said they weren't even rap fans until they heard Kendrick. That's crazy. They weren't even rap fans until they heard Kendrick. That's wild, which is great, which is amazing. It shows the level that Kendrick's on. But some people said they weren't even rap fans. So if you're in 2025, all right, you can say what your best music is. But when it comes to the all-time, you can't say, you have to mention certain things. If y'all are saying all time, you have to bring up the greats. If you're talking current, fine. I got no problem. If you don't know, you don't know it. That's okay. It's okay by me. It's fine. But the youth, if y'all are gonna talk all time hip hop, then you need to know a little bit something. You're gonna have to know. You're gonna have to know Pac. You're gonna have to know Drake. You're gonna have to know the greats. That's it. You're gonna have to know Kendrick. Whatever. I don't care if all you heard is NBA YoungBoy. That's fine. That's okay. I have no problem. I was a big fan of Juice WRLD. I have no problem. But when it comes to all time, make sure you have these people written down in the log. So I don't know. Chat, what y'all got here? There's no greatest all time. There's a greatest of that time. I mean, yeah, that's fair. There's a greatest of that time. That's a good way to put it, King Hama. I like the way you put that. I like the way you put that, but Tyler, the way he said it sounded like a low-key, I don't know, man. It sounded like a low-key diss to me about like the greats. You know what I mean? Like, that's all. If y'all gonna say, I mean, it's okay, but there's gonna be all time. And all that stemmed from Jim Jones saying he was better than Nas and all this kind of nonsense. I mean, I can't bring that up, bro. Forget that shit. Jim Jones can't be in the same sentence as Nas. Like, I don't know. Forget about it. 90s was Pac and Nas. Every musician should study the founders of the genre. That's how it was taught. And that's what I'm saying. That's why we took it back to. I don't know why Kendrick went this far back. He went back, like Rakim is back. Like, that's back, which is cool. I love it. But that's why this line trips me. Let me click on the Genius. What does Genius have to say? I don't like to click on Genius. I feel like they never know what they're talking about. Genius is saying, in backing up his statement, Kendrick mentions that his success is owed partially to the influence of legendary East Coast rapper Rakim, who's considered to be one of the first rappers to prioritize. Okay, so, all right, cool. He could also be referencing the 1988 Rakim hit Paid in Full. Ah, did someone say in the chat and I completely ignored you? That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I went further. I'm sorry. I went further. I went beyond Paid in Full. But let's get a little more current. That makes sense. I feel like we need to read the lines of Paid in Full to is he even referencing something within Paid in Full? Imagine. Let me just quickly glance at Paid in Full. All right, I can't read this right now. Yeah, the movie was fire though. Let's pause on this. I'm gonna go on a complete tangent if we start bringing up Paid in Full lyrics. Unless anyone knows anything particular, Rain was the Big Daddy Kane talks about it too in an interview he did. Yeah, y'all, we going too far back, y'all. They hate us. They hate us. Like I said, I can't understand the youth not looking back farther than they need to be. But anyway, all right. There's a post on Reddit, Kendrick Lamar, a meme of the feds raiding AZ Chike's place for the. Wait, can you post it? Please post it. Post it. Post it. Post it. Post that meme, please. I'm so mad at whoever leaked this damn thing because it's this. We can't listen to Kendrick like this. No, we can't listen to Kendrick like this.
I sent your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids.
You hear this verse? This is whacked out murals, Kendrick, and we gotta hear this shit on the radio blasting in while these people are listening to it? No. Share that, please, if you have it. All right. How many Judases done let me down? Why does this jeans thing trip? I hate this, bro. It keeps popping around. Hold on. How many Judases done let me down? Well, F it. The West Minds. We right now. That's a popping line for to drop. Imagine if that dropped after Joey Badass's beef, whatever happened with Joey Badass in the West, right? That's how this has got to be current. It's got to be current. Because the Judas, the West Minds, we right now. I'm also thinking, so one, the West is mine. We right now, we're current. But then also the West Minds, like the mines. I don't know much about the mines, but that could be something, right? The West, I assume y'all got mines out there. I'm from the East, but that could be another interesting, it could be another interesting thing there. Like it could be jewels, things like that. We right now, we are right now. We're also current, but we're also right. We are the truth. That's what makes it sound current to me. Anyone know anything from the West about mines? King Hama. My pops and I know our hip hop. This new age we are in has brought so much life back into my love for hip hop. It was dry for years. Same. I'm having a hard time covering anything else, really, except news stories and things like that, just because the hip hop has just been. I think the So Be It song by the Clips, man, I think that was the best thing that's dropped since the battle. I mean, in terms of hip hop. What else do we got? Lil Wayne? Like, what else dropped? I don't know. Like, I don't think we could get with it. Mines is laying claim to ownership of the West Coast. Absolutely. Definitely. Offset. Yeah, I didn't really hear it, to be honest with you, man. I don't know. Let's not talk about Wayne. Wayne's done. Wayne's done. We're not talking about Wayne. We got to talk about Wayne though a little bit. Not now, but it's pretty sad. How many Judases done let me down? Drake, J. Cole, Wayne. I don't know who else let this guy down, bro. Too many. Let's show this one more time. Did I bookmark this? I have to bookmark this. This is too good. This is too good. How many Judases done let me down? J. Cole. Something about J. Cole, it's like something about J. Cole. It's like a fine line. I don't know what it is about Cole. It's like I want to not like him, but I also like semi like him. Like that is just a side note, right? Like something is weird about Cole. He like throws me off. I'm like, should I like you? I can't tell, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you're on. Like, do this, and then all of a sudden you do this. Like, I just can't tell. I don't know. How y'all feel about Cole? I think I asked this already, but Judas's sounds like Cole to me. Ice-T, Questlove, Steph Curry. You know what's funny? Remember they made a Drake ops list? They should have a Kendrick ops list, but I think that would be too many. Okay. Y'all, give me a second, man. I'm getting heated. There's been a heat wave in the East Coast, like in New York and Jersey. It's been like a crazy. Tomorrow's supposed to be really hot, over 100. Oh, JID, 100%. You don't listen to Offset for lyrics, so of course JID watched it. 100%. JID's crazy. JID's amazing. I think he's incredible. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me I don't give up. The 2-time Gemini with the genocide. Oh my God. Oh my God. That line. That line. The 2-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind.
Dreams, the 2-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. The 2-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind.
I don't know. It sounds simple. Something about that just hits. The 2-time Gemini with the genocide. All right, so already we got all this GG, right? We have 2-time TTT, Gemini with the genocide, G in genocide. Gemini already we know, right? I'm a Gemini, by the way. So I 100% agree with this. Like the 2-time, like I feel like it's true. Like Gemini's, what the portrayal is, whether you believe in this or not, just you could just think of it as, just take it however you want to take it. I have to fully believe in horoscopes. I don't fully believe in horoscopes, by the way, personally. But the idea of the Gemini having 2 faces, I feel that. I feel that way a lot. Like sometimes I'm very, very hype and sometimes I'm very, very down. Sometimes I'm so want to be around everybody. And I just love talking to everybody. And then other times I just don't want to see anyone. I just don't want to be bothered. I'm like disgusted by whatever it is. I say it's just weird. It's a weird thing. And I'm sure that kind of crosses over into many people. I'm sure many people feel that way, but that's definitely something I could see that's been presented as Gemini's reputation and that you never know. Pac was a Gemini. Kendrick is a Gemini that you never know. And Pac had that in him. Like if anyone knew Tupac or followed Tupac's trajectory, he always had this side where it was just like, keeping your head up, ooh, child. And then it was just like, hit him up. First off, you know what I mean? It was just like, and then he would go crazy hard on a song, and then you see him in an interview, and he speaks so proper, and he's saying things that are so meaningful. So I can see this play here about Geminis. The 2-time Gemini with the genocide. Genocide, I would say here, destroying all the rappers, destroying everything that you see in front of you, right? Watching the party die. I did that, Kendrick said. I destroyed that. And, it's 100% true. What's crazy is that it really does. I hate to say this. It really does. Like, I've heard like people like say on it, academics and those from that side of the media say that hip hop is dead, right? Because they see Kendrick is up. And it almost feels like a shot at Kendrick. But there is a truth to that it almost feels like hip hop is right now dry and dead because of Kendrick. I could get behind that because I do feel like everything Kendrick brought really did make people feel like, I don't know, it's scary. Like people are not dropping, and when they drop, the shit's garbage. Kendrick said something meaningful and put out banger music. So people are like, oh shit, like, wait a second, we actually have nothing to say. I mean, go and listen to Reincarnated. So for people who say like Kendrick's GNX, right? He has a crazy line here later about Gen Z that he couldn't make an impact, right? That the narrative that academics and everyone was pushing, right, during the time of the beef, that Kendrick couldn't make just feel good music. So when Kendrick dropped the latest album, we're thinking, I mean, Mr. Morale was an album 2 years ago. Where is he going to go with this? Right? So they're laughing, right? Oh, he's probably going to come back with Mr. Morale. Ha. He hits him with GNX. Squabble up, TV off, people, Luther, people bugging out over the music. Just forget the lyrics. People just bugging out, enjoying the music, dancing to the music. Forget the lyrics. And at the same time, the lyrics are meaningful. And at the same time, he's doing something about revolution inside of the Super Bowl, right? Like kind of just going undertone of everything. Reincarnated, to me, one of the best. I'm going to say it every stream. Reincarnated is one of Dot's best songs, in my opinion. Obviously, we're not here. We could debate this. I've heard all Dot's music, from Overly Dedicated to Section 80 to Pimp a Butterfly, which is my best album. To Pimp a Butterfly is, but going through all the catalog, Reincarnated to me is a culmination of everything that Kendrick has become. It's too artistic of a song. I don't know. It's just too artistic of a freaking song, bro. Like, anyway, a lot is said there. Gloria. Anyway, people are scared to drop. My point is, people are scared to drop because they don't have anything to say. Lil Wayne, who's supposed to be a GOAT, who was essentially an idol for Lil Wayne, an idol for Kendrick at one point. He was an idol of Kendrick at one point. Lil Wayne, who spawned. Lil Wayne spawned these guys from 2016. All the the mumble rap. He spawned the mumble rappers. The young boy. No offense, young boy fans go crazy. No offense. I'm not trying to diss the artist. It's not about that. He spawned them. He comes and drops, and it flops. Now don't get me wrong. Like, I'm sure he did decent numbers. Is he on the Billboard? Probably, maybe. I don't know. I listened to it. I could get behind what a lot of people said. It was just hard. This is not a Lil Wayne album review, so I don't really care. But I really tried to hold and not diss it. I heard everyone just shitting on it so quick, and I was like, God damn! Like, did y'all listen to it? Like, y'all be a little fair. You know what I mean? Like, be a little fair. Like, the shit just dropped an hour ago. Y'all already dropping think pieces of how garbage Lil Wayne. Now I can't get with that. But I tried to wait. But damn, it's still it was right though. They were right. It just wasn't enough. Lil Wayne, it just wasn't enough, man. You didn't speak about anything. Lil Wayne, you didn't speak about anything. It wasn't enough. So hip hop isn't a scary place right now. Kendrick brought back lyrical substance awareness. King Hamid, 100%. We've been eating fast food for so long that we forgot how good soul food was. Oh, man, that's so on point. LC, need to step their game up. No more trash music. We not buying it. We want substance. How many times can we listen to the music we can't relate to and call it good by listening to it over and over again? Good. Let them keep the trash music. Finally, the real MCs are dropping music with substance. Well, let's see when Drake drops Iceman. Time will tell where the culture stands on things. Because when he drops Iceman, if that's the case, we'll see what Drake does. I think Drake is going to be, sadly, a pivotal moment in hip hop. Drake's next album is going to be a pivotal moment in hip hop. If he truly does this album alone and he has bangers and he raps, I have no idea what he's going to do. I got no idea. But if he does that, and he drops this Iceman in this current climate that we're in, it's gonna be a pivotal moment in hip hop, especially if Kendrick is on tour still. Where, you know, the balance leans, I think Drake's Iceman is going to decide that. Not decide it, but it's gonna tip the scale. Like, is the culture and what he does, I don't know what he's gonna do. But where's the culture gonna be at that point on Drake's Iceman? Like, is he gonna drop R&B shit? Is he gonna drop God's Plan type shit? Is he gonna rapidy rap and it actually is good? But like I said, it won't matter because bro goes, you know, he has the ghost. It won't matter, but it'll matter because if he just raps, you know what I mean? That's just if he raps, that still will matter. If he does Nokia type shit, if he mixes it up, I don't know. If he has Cole on there. Some people said Drake might bring Cole. That would be crazy. We got the two Judases from First Person Shooter together. Imagine if Drake drops home with Wayne, which is sad, because I don't think he will. But like, Drake wasn't even on Lil Wayne's album. That would have been, you know what's crazy? I swear, Drake would be already is the ultimate like. But if he has Wayne on the new Iceman album, he's the ultimate traitor, because Wayne would have needed Drake, and Drake wasn't on Wayne's album. But when Drake drops Iceman, if he's interested in getting a Lil Wayne, you know it's only for the clout and to have Wayne on there. So we'll see. We'll see what Iceman does. We'll see what happens there. I think there's gonna be J. Cole the fell off. Okay. Gentlemen and Gangsters Connect, the agenda of mine. Gentlemen and Gangsters Connect, the agenda of mine. Bro, clap it up for this guy. Clap it up for Kendrick. We're still on the G, right? The two-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and Gangsters Connect, the agenda of mine. The two-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and Gangsters Connect, the agenda of mine. Move dudes up out of here. This shit get gentrified. How far did he go with the G? Heavy G's like Genevieve's. I drop your Pentagon. Oh my. And show up at your gender reveal and tell him, give me mine. I'm the general. Where my gin and juice? Oh my God. Hold on. Kendrick, relax, bro. Relax, bro. You can't give us all these G's. You can't give us all these G's at one time. Relax. Oh my God. Who does this? I'm generous. Okay, where are we? Gentlemen and Gangsters Connect, the agenda of mine. Gentlemen and gangsters, right? Complete. Either they could be opposing a gentleman. If I'm a gentleman, I don't want to be known as a gangster. But if I'm a gangster, I don't think I want to be known as a gentleman that much. But at the same time, there is something that connects gentlemen and gangsters also. A gangster kind of wants to feel like a gentleman at the same time. And a gentleman kind of wants to feel like semi-gangster, and not in that gangster way, but a little bit like, I want to be respected. So the gentlemen and gangsters are like two opposing words but at the same time have this deep connection that they want to pull against each other. They want to pull to become one. And then he takes that, says, gentlemen and gangsters connect. But what do they connect? The agenda of mine. I'm the leader. My truth and my story and my philosophy is what the world is feeling right now. Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda of mine. Move dudes up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Who hasn't seen gentrified neighborhoods? They're all over. All over. Where I grew up, I go back and I can't fucking believe. I don't like to curse on my streams and stuff like that. Where I grew up, I never would have thought. I go back and I say, how in the world did I miss the opportunity to buy real estate there? We weren't taught that. I don't know anything about that shit. We weren't taught that shit growing up. I go back to the gentrified neighborhood. I can't. They buying out everything. Buying everything. I knew people where they were giving people, lowballing people just so they could lowballing people who had homes that was passed down from legacy homes in the hood, bought by developers, knocked down, then lowballed so they can knock it down to build those luxury developments. Where I'm from has become, and it wasn't that. What I mean while growing up, at that time, it was nothing. You know what I mean? It was what everybody knows the urban environment to be like. Now it's one of the most expensive places to live in the whole state. Kendrick is not really talking about gentrification completely here, but obviously, right, the play on moving people out so other people can move in. What a crazy play. What a crazy play on this. Now, this is where I need y'all. This is where I need you all. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. What's Genevieve? I drop your pentagon. All right, y'all, that's it. This is where I bow out a little bit. Y'all, I need y'all on here. Tell me. Nickelodeon, how you doing? Took away Sesame Street. This was brought to you by the letter G. The letter G. Let's go back up to the letter. Money, power, respect. The last one's better. The jeans like Genevieve's bar is a triple that turns to a quadruple when it says, I'll clear the Pentagon. I can't believe. Okay. Speak Gemini 11111. How many ones you got? You're just hitting us with the alliteration. Speak Gemini. I need a little more on this. Heavy G. What's Genevieve's? I know that's my ignorance now coming. What's Genevieve? I don't know what Genevieve's is. A bar? Turns to a quadruple when it says I'll clear the Pentagon. I can't believe it. All right. I need y'all show up for this. Show up. And show up at your gender reveal and tell them, give me mine. I son dudes, I'm the general. Wear my gin and juice. Type of jeans. Genevieve jeans. Okay. Okay. He's back to the to the flare jeans. He's back. Yo, Kendrick brought back those flare jeans. Kendrick brought back those flare jeans from the Super Bowl. All right. Heavy jeans, still on the G's. Like Genevieve's, I drop your Pentagon. How does this I drop your Pentagon? Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I drop your Pentagon. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I drop your Pentagon. Genevieve, Women of the Tribe. Diane Johnson. D. Perry. Genevieve is the type of flare like jeans. Yep. Seen that. But obviously, right? Heavy jeans. So the jeans, the pair of jeans, but also jeans in me, my DNA. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I drop your, I don't know, maybe a fun play on the brand. I don't know. I drop your Pentagon. I don't know. I drop your Pentagon here. I don't know. What do I drop your Pentagon means here? Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. None of them skinny. Yup. Good. What does I drop your Pentagon mean? And show up at your gender reveal and tell them, give me mine. What? And show up at your gender reveal and tell them, give me mine. Yo, do they still do gender reveal videos now? Do they still do gender reveal videos all over TikTok and Instagram? I don't know. That was the biggest mistake that we tried to do, because I look back and I was really sad. I tried to get on the wave, and I have boys. I wanted a girl. I wanted a daughter so bad. And it's so embarrassing that I did the gender reveal video and we were blown away that we were having another boy. And the video caught my emotions, and I'm so embarrassed by the video, but it was just the moment and we had the family over. And we should have never did that video, because I don't feel like we don't really believe in like, whatever. We just did it for fun, like whatever. It didn't matter. But having a boy again. And so no daughters. And, I look back and I laugh at it. I look back. Sometimes we, like with the family, we look back at the video and we say, so when I first saw the pop, the boom, pop, see the gender reveal, everyone does it like blue, red, whatever. I almost passed out. My wife went running to the fence. We were dying. But something about the gender reveal concept, it makes you anxious, like in a way that you necessarily wouldn't be that way. But it soups you up. Like you're just like, oh my God, what is it going to be, a girl, boy? And it puts you in a position, right, where typically you would feel like, I don't care. But for me, I didn't want a daughter for 100%. Like that was something. But then we look at, because I have boys, and then we look back at the video, and it's so embarrassing, and we kind of laugh at it, like, because the boys become like the apple of my eye, after like, and it showed you that like no matter what you want, no matter what you feel, God has a plan, right? Like no matter what you think, like you may think you want this, and you may think this is what's important, but you have a plan, but then God has a plan. And that plan is always going to be better than your plan. And it's always going to be the one that actually has meaning, more meaning to it. So the boy, like my boy became like, I can't imagine, right, life without like the beautiful face, So it's like no matter what you think is that you want, sometimes God always knows better than you. But what I mean is sometimes that thing that you get is going to be better than what you thought you actually wanted. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, not to go off on a deep tangent, I just thought that was funny to share with y'all. And show up at your gender reveal and tell them, give me mine. Now, this is what's funny about this line. The line is kind of funny because what does he mean? Okay, so if you've seen those gender reveals, right? Someone's shooting, and let me just blow up this. Blow this up. Someone's shooting, right? And then you're about to reveal whether something's red or whether something's blue. And he's going to say, is that a girl, boy, whatever. But what does he mean? I show up at your gender reveal and tell him, give me. What? I don't know. Something about that line is funny. and tell him, give me mine. So you show up at a gender reveal and tell him, give me mine. Is Dot trying to say here that basically I'm everyone's father? You know what I mean? Like, all y'all are my sons. All y'all rappers, y'all my sons. Is that what he's trying to say? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Nickelodeon, come on. He could be speaking about judgment and returning for his people. And show up at your gender reveal and tell him, give me mine. How do you see it that way? As when we, like, from a gender reveal purpose. Joey B? I don't know the context. And show up at your gender reveal and tell them, give me mine. I don't know. I see it as pretty simple. I see it as kind of funny. You can imagine, right? There's a gender reveal, right? Like, a couple is getting ready. Why am I'm seeing this so, like, layman-like, that a couple is getting ready to reveal the gender of the baby, or the right thing nowadays to say sex. Let's say the sex of the baby, and somebody walks in saying, "Give me mine. That's mine. That's mine." That's how I just saw it so layman. I just saw it so layman, like that. Basically, Kendrick is saying, "I'm the father." Really, I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing this off, but that a warning of things to come. That's how I saw this line. That is warning of things to come. Because then he says, "I son him." I'm right. I missed the second line. He says it right there. So it is like a layman way. I show up at your gender reveal and tell him, "Give me mine." That's exactly how I read it. Like a layman, that basically Kendrick is showing up to the gender reveal saying, "That's my baby." That's how I took it. Basically, I'm the father in a funny, facetious way. Because then he says, "I son dudes, I'm the general. Where my gin and juice?" Because I son them. They're my sons. I'm the general. Where my gin and juice? We know Gin and Juice is, a song by Snoop as well. Every song in the book of Genesis, let the sonics boom. Oh my God, the way this flows. I'm the general, where my gin and juice. Every song in the book of Genesis, let the sonics boom. The flow, the way this sounds, is so pleasant to the ear and so smooth, almost like you're skipping rocks on water. I'm the general, where my gin and juice. Every song in the book of Genesis, let the sonics boom. Now, I'm not a man of the Bible, but I've heard of the book of Genesis. Every song in the book of Genesis, y'all tell me more. Y'all know more. Y'all tell me. Let the sonics boom. If there's a religious reference here, every song in the book of Genesis, let the sonics boom. Dudes want the tea on me. Well, here's the ginger root. This has got to be post-beef, y'all. This has to be post-beef. Right? No question. Because the references are there. I can see why they maybe, I don't remember who it was, Def Jam, whoever wanted to shut this down, because if Drake is suing for Not Like Us, and these guys are bugging, right? And that's crazy. He's losing it, right? I mean, UMG's like, all right, man, this lawsuit is gone actually kind of serious now. And now y'all are gonna just drop Pusha T and Kendrick? Y'all are gonna get on together? Oh, hell no. Not knowing he's gonna, but I don't see why the label wouldn't have seen the verse. And I'm assuming they did, which means that this is even more about the situation for them to say, yeah, you know what? We can't play this. We're not trying to start no more wars. Like, we need to stop right now, because This shit is getting too crazy. This isn't the full verse, right? 1980 Jeffy, thank you. So there's more to come. Every song in the book of Genesis. Let the sonic spoons. Let me just see something to close this. Hold on. Kaleidoscope. This is a bomb verse. This is a bomb ass verse. Thank you, neighborhood therapist. Y'all hit the like button too. Get it spread a little bit. Just hit the like. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. Plus subscribe. Some people in here, they don't join the Discord. Y'all join the Discord. Y'all have fun. You know what I mean? We're here. Go live for y'all. This is a bomb ass verse. Shit. This shit, if it dropped, bro, this would have been an explosion. I don't know when they wanted to drop this verse, but the way this sounds, this is some whacked out Murals surprise. It's too bad it's a leak. I don't know. I really dislike the fact that it's a leak, but like I said, it's supposedly Nikki Lewis showed me that the clips, where is it? Where is this? The clips are saying tomorrow they might drop something. Tomorrow. This dropped today. They dropped this short tomorrow. So we'll see. Because I guess they had no choice as to why this is a leak. They want the tea on me? Well, here's the ginger root. Right? They wanted the tea on Kendrick. That's how tapped in, right? I just love how tapped in, how tapped into the culture Kendrick is. They want the tea on me? Drake wanted the tea on me? Well, here's the ginger root. Right? Like, y'all make tea, right? Y'all ginger tea, whatever tea, you put it in, heat up the hot water, get some nice tea before you sleep. Tastes great. Tea is amazing. But the tea being, right? They want the gossip about me. So I'm not going to give you the tea. I'm going to give you the ginger root. Now, the ginger root, right? Now, this shit, the ginger, think about that for a second. I'm not going to give you the tea. Nice little cup of tea. I'm going to put the little... You want the tea on me? I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to give you the ginger root. Now, ginger, right? We can make tea out of ginger. And ginger is used in a lot of different kind of teas as well. You could just make ginger tea by itself. But the root, right? Okay, so when did you ever... So, you know, you go to the store, you buy those like ginger pieces, right? Y'all go to the grocery store, you buy the ginger pieces, cut them up. Like you store them and you can store them right in the fridge until you want them. You can start shaving them to make the tea. Put it in your food. Put it in whatever. You ever just bite the ginger root? Though you ever try to? That shit's bitter. That shit's bitter as hell. So, right, it becomes pleasant when it's used in small amounts, right, in tea, and it's still kind of spicy, right, and bitter. It's still kind of spicy. But he's saying, I'm not going to give you the tea. I'm going to give you the root, y'all motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you the root. That shit that tastes nasty. But I'm giving you the base of it all, which is the truth. The base, the foundation. The thing y'all don't want to see. The ugly thing. The thing that doesn't look nice. The thing that tastes bad. But it's actually the source of the tea. I generate residuals. Bitch, get off my genitals. Nice little line. Nice little line. Again, I've said this before. Kendrick knows how to do things where he doesn't just say the basic way, right? The basic way is to say, get off my dick, right? As everyone is saying. Everyone says that shit on Twitter, all over Twitter. don't get on this person. I hate that phrase. I hate the phrase. I don't like the phrase. People love that shit. I don't know why Gen Z loves saying that shit all the time. Kendrick still flips it and says, and he's still on the G's. He's still on the G, onomatopoeia. I generate residuals. Bitch, get off my genitals. So if you want to know the tea about me, just know that I am the truth and the source of truth, and I'm sprouting. The culture is running behind me, and I'm the one who is the father of all this. I generate the residuals, the money of it, and I'm generating the next wave of people who are going to follow in my footsteps. So get off my genitals. I love me some ginger beer. That shit bitter. One time I had that ginger. What's that? There's a weird ass drink that people, the uppity areas, y'all drink that shit. Not me. The uppity areas, there's like a ginger, like kind of, I don't know, some kind of like probiotic shit. I don't know what that shit's called. It has ginger. That shit's gross. It's just nasty. I don't know how people like that shit, but it's supposed to be good for your stomach. They said I couldn't. All right, so listen to this line. Listen to this line.
I sent your ass back to the cos.
Hold on. There's another angle I need to get. Right here. I'm gonna play this for a second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay. Listen to this part of this verse. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z. You effing dickheads. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx, yeah. This is the line that I love because it ties back into the beginning, right? Where he said earlier, I don't remember, I'm missing the line. But where I said earlier that they said that Dot couldn't drop like feel good music, that it was only Drake that could drop things like Nokia and shit like that. And then Kendrick drops in GNX, Luther on the Billboards Forever, Squabble Up, TV Off, hits, and everything else. All the other good songs. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z, right? That was the narrative. I can't reach that younger generation. Gen Z. Like they won't feel me. But everything has showed us that it's the complete opposite. Everything showed us that it's complete opposite. That he said, let me teach y'all a lesson. You think I was just a Mr. Morale? Let me show you that we could do this and do that. That even though I have meaning in my music and I tell stories, I could reach these people and I could tell and I could make better sounding music than what you all are hearing. That he's locked, he's really tuned in to say that line. I feel like Kendrick is really tuned in to have himself say, they said I couldn't reach Gen Z. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z. And you know what's crazy? Oh my God, GNX, ginseng, the G's. This is like, this G thing is like, it's where we got to go back to where it started. But for a second, he says, I love this line that he said this, because I swear, like the GNX album really made that impact where it was like, that became a global album where it wasn't just Mr. Morale, right? The Kendrick fans. It wasn't just Kendrick fans. It was people who didn't know Kendrick, right? Just spread. GNX was an amazing album. And to the point that I have a toddler that can't stop. Like Luther, every time, I don't know what it is about those. I don't know what kind of crack he put inside of Luther, but it's all good by me because the song is a good song anyway. I don't know what Kendrick put in Luther. I have a toddler that can't stop saying, I want the 5-5. I want the 5-5. I want the 5-5. Talking about 5-5. 5-5-5. He says that almost every car ride. And every time I turn on Luther, the first intro, right when it starts, hey, normal, what is it? How does it start? Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like this. I don't know if that's the first line. He just starts bugging out laughing. He's bugging out. He just starts cracking up. I want the 5-5. I want the 5-5. Toddler. So I love that he put this in because like as having kids, I know that feeling. And I like that he said this. Y'all said I couldn't reach Gen Z. I still make good music, right? And I love that he was able to do that with his music. That to me, as a Kendrick fan, right, as enjoying his music, and people try to box him in, it feels good to see the youngins like the music. It feels good to see the youngins like the music a little bit, right? Like y'all could rock out to this too. It ain't just for, you know what I mean, Gen X millennials. Y'all could like this too. And Gen Z does. And they do. So you say here 5-5, that's what I know people be saying. I don't know what it is about the 5-5. I don't know what it is, but there's something about, I love the line just as it was, but like, it's crazy that a kid can hear it and just have so much joy out of that line. I don't know what it does. He recites, and it's funny because the line is actually kind of violent, right? It's kind of interesting. And that's what I love about Kendrick is that there's all these entendres, right? But it's still, I don't know how he wraps everything in this neat like bun. He recites most of GNX and he's about to be 5. That's crazy. And y'all remember, I don't know who it was. Unfortunately, she used to come to my lives a lot. She's in my Discord. Y'all join the Discord, by the way, and hit that like button. But someone in the Discord in one of the lives previously had mentioned, I think I forgot her username. It was Tales from the Hood. I don't remember, but she said that her son had trouble speaking, and it was To Pimp a Butterfly. that got him to be more communicative and expand his words, where he was kind of like not able to speak so well. And it was almost like an issue. And listening to "To Pimp a Butterfly" over and over, something about that album did something to his communication. So I don't know. It's incredible, right? Almost sounds hard to believe, but I believe it. I believe it. Like "To Pimp a Butterfly," that's a whole other story, right? Like what an album. Like that's top, if we come to top 10, that's a crazy album. 30 for 30 is better for me. 30 for 30. 30 for 30, I love 30. Give me on Sis's album. 30 for 30 is fine. I love that song too. It is a crazy song. 30 for 30 is amazing too. But it ain't no Luther though. It ain't no Luther. I don't know what Luther did. Probably it's because of Luther Vandross, because of the sample and things like, it's a classic. The sample, the feel of the song has the Luther Vandross feel. That probably adds to it. All the attention on Kendrick verse. I wonder if that'll hurt, or I don't know. I really don't know, Keyboard. I mean, I mentioned before, I'm not super happy about the leak, but the song is fire. I mean, the verse is fire. I mean, listen, when this verse drops, wherever and however it ends up dropping, it's still gonna hit. You know what I mean? Like it's still gonna blow up. You know what I mean? Like that, whatever happens. So if the short on the clips is YouTube is accurate and something's supposed to drop tomorrow, find it hard to believe. That'd be crazy because they did say July 11th. But regardless, I think no matter what happens, I don't know, man. Kendrick is too viral of a person for this leak. Like the leak is just it already will blow up. But I think it's enough that because people already know the backstory. Everybody already knows the backstory. Everybody already knows about the block. And allegedly Drake tried to block the verse, or the label tried to block whoever was behind that shit. They tried to block Pusha T's album. So it all came out. So maybe this is like a little nice touch, right? Let me give you all a little taste. I think that's Pusha T's intention. Like since this came out, it's all right to leak this a little bit. And I'm sure they got Dot's approval. 100%. They must have got Kendrick's approval. No way that they would have done that without Kendrick's word. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes that jinx. Now, ginseng, I thought this was interesting because earlier where he said they want the tea on me, well, here's the ginger root, right? He already spoke on the root. Comes back to the root, you must be full of that ginseng. Now, what is ginseng? What else does it mean here? Because ginseng would be seen as a positive thing, right? So that's what this one is like, a little like, wonder what he means here. You must be full of that ginseng. Unless there's another reference. Here comes that jinx. Here comes the jinx. And the jinx, it says jinx has multiple meanings, but commonly refers to the concept of bad luck or something that brings bad luck. It can be a noun, a curse, or the state of bad luck. And it says here, there's also, in pop culture, like there's a game called League of Legends. A lot of streamers play this game. Jinx also refers to a character from the game. And that League of Legends is a game that people, I think I'm not a super big gamer, but like the teams you play multiplayer, you team up with people, and the two teams battle each other, and it's like in real time, and you kind of got to keep watching everything happen. So there's a character called Jinx, supposedly in that, but the jinx being, right, a bad luck. So he says here, you must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx. Ain't genetics been synthetic? Screaming they genius, a finger waved, they all fall. Dudes is Jenga. God gave me light, a good year full of, and it stops. It stops at like the best part. Ain't genetics been synthetic? Screaming they genius, a finger wave, they all fall. Dudes is Jenga. God gave me light, a good year full of. Oh my God, how was I even questioning if this was post or pre-beef? It's obviously post-beef. There's way too many references here. It's post-beef. God gave me light, a good year full of. Oh my God, this is either the end of 2024 or even early 2025. I don't know. Could be. Who knows? But this is definitely a current verse. Do you like this verse more than his verse on Playboi Carti's album? Me personally, I don't know if you're talking to the chat. Yeah, I like this verse more than I'd have to play it again. Yeah, I liked his verse with Playboi Carti. Like people were kind of hating on a little bit. I liked it a lot, but not. I think this is a different kind of verse. All right, let's listen to the onomatopoeias again. All the G's. I don't know when he started the G's, but they just keep going. I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't give a F with. I don't F with the kumbaya shit. All the talent must be God sent. I sent your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids. Kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip hop died again. Reference again. After the battle. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. How many Judases done let me down? But F it, the West minds we write now. I like the West minds, not the West is mine. The West minds we write now. It flows perfectly. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me I don't give up. The two-time Gemini with the genocide, I'm generous. However you want it, I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda of mine. Move dudes up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I drop your Pentagon and show up at your gender reveal and tell them, give me mine. I son dudes, I am the general with my gin and juice. Every song in the book of Genesis, let the sonics boom. They want the tea on me? Well, here's the ginger root. I generate residuals. Bitch, get off my genitals. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx. Ain't genetics been synthetic. Screaming they genius. A finger wave, they all fall. Dudes is Jenga. God gave me light a good year. Full of. This is the best verse since the battle. It's the best verse since the battle. This is the best verse I would say since Like That. Obviously, right? Nothing's gonna compare to Euphoria to me, 100%. But like, I was taking it as a verse. Damn, this is the best verse since Like That. I like how he stated his agenda, like the pop out, as opposed to Drake's agenda. Love and Light. Yeah, they say it was the last year after Not Like Us when they stopped the album. I'll say around June, July 2024. I could see that. 100% was post beef. 100% was post beef. The pickup of, I don't know what else he's gonna say here at the later in the verse, because it get cut off and we know he's gonna have way more to say. I mean, I don't know how long the verse is. It would be crazy if this goes for like another. Imagine if this verse is like a 2-minute verse or some shit. That would be why they blocked that shit. That would be why no, that's enough. No. Imagine if this verse is like a whole 2-minute ass verse where Kendrick's just going in. He keeps going. Because y'all remember when Euphoria dropped and it was like 6 minutes? And it was just like, oh my God, like, what are you going to say for 6 minutes? Only about Drake. So if this verse is cute, but actually isn't that cute because it's probably really long and he has a lot to say, that makes a difference. But the second half of this verse, the two-time Gemini with the genocide, I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsters connect, the agenda of mine. Move them up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I drop your Pentagon and show up at your gender reveal and tell them, give me mine. I son them. I'm the general. Wear my gin and juice. Every song in the book of Genesis, let the sonics boom. They want the tea on me? Well, here's the ginger root. I generate residuals. Get off my genitals. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx. Ain't genetics been synthetic. Screaming they genius. A finger wave, they all fall. They Jenga. God gave me light a good year. I can't wait to hear the rest of this verse. I can't wait till it actually drops. This shit is fierce. This shit is fierce. This shit is fierce. Neighborhood, I love this live. Thank you. I like that heart that came up. Nah, it's because of y'all, because y'all are here. That's what makes this live popping. It's because you guys are here. Drake is doing everything to keep him in the conversation. That's what narcissist personality do. We elected Trump after all. Even bad publicity is good. Most won't get it. I don't know. I can't express how much I love this verse. I can't express how much I love. I don't know. I wasn't even going live. I said, listen, this shit deserves. This is not, what's gonna happen tomorrow? Y'all tell me what's gonna happen tomorrow. What's gonna happen tomorrow on this shit? What do people have to say here? The comments crack me up on Twitter, bro. These people be bugging though too. So no one gonna tell them this isn't AZ Chaik. Man, the Drake stands, bro, they kill me, bro. The Drake stands. Look at the Drake stands. Imagine they enter your car and proceeds to play this dumpster juice. Please, if you think this shit is fire, block me, gang. Oh my god, the rage bait. The rage bait's insane. The rage bait is crazy, bro. They just like sit here and like, oh my god, bro. This is dude just standing there, bro. This is insane. These people kill me. Did AZ Chaik actually leak it? I don't know who leaked it. I don't know where the source of the leak actually came. Oh, someone said, watch it on mute. I cannot ruin this for myself. Nah, it's not ruined. Bro, it's not ruined at all, honestly. It's not ruined. I love this shit. I don't care. I don't get this verse. First of all, this is good enough to me. Hearing it like this is good enough to me. And, Kendrick is like at a moment right now where he's really enjoying this run. And I feel like he's off the scene a little bit. And I kind of miss him. You know what I mean? I want these like little glimpses. It's okay. It's okay. If this is what we got, it's what we got. That's okay. Let's take this little leak. And when it drops, we're gonna blast it even more because the song "So Be It" from the clips is not even on streams. I love the song "So Be It," but I can't even play it because it's not even on DSPs. So when it drops, I'm gonna listen to it again. So when this actually drops, I'm gonna have it, on DSPs. We can actually listen to it. I can't listen to it on a Twitter post. What? Kendrick Lamar says a lot of anti-black raps. It's like no one catches it but me. Okay. You know what sucks about all this Twitter stuff is like people just say the most random shit on here. Like you have like the most prominent verse of the year, and then people can just say the nastiest things on here, right? Just totally like degrades. Doesn't degrade it. It doesn't really matter, but it's just like sad that that's even like a possibility that people can say these kind of things like under something so prominent. I sent you a Back to the Cosmic, J. Cole Clouds. Oh my god. I love this shit. I love this shit. I love this freaking meme so much. I can't tell Cole, are you a nice guy or not? Who knows? He flipped Jin like 20 times. I didn't even pay attention. All I saw was all the G's. There was just so much alliteration. Just the G's is crazy. But he flipped the Jin like 20 times. Yeah, I can see if we go back in, it's crazy. Cole did Why can't rappers do this shit? And I don't know what it is. It definitely is something when someone builds up so much repertoire like Kendrick and such a big reputation, for sure the music has so much more pleasure to it because he's built up over time. And for him to still stand on this kind of hip hop and this rap and say this stuff, it's so pleasurable to the ear. It's so pleasurable to the ear to hear it. And we're gonna say Glaze. Yeah, we Glaze, and Kendrick is one of the best to do it. And who's gonna do this? What other rapper? Who else can do this? Shit comes like nothing to Die. I don't understand it. But you know what makes it even sound so much better? Does it have a Good Kid, Mad City vibe? I don't know. I can't tell if it has a Good Kid, Mad City vibe. It has that whacked out murals like boom, boom. It has that vibe to it to me. It has that vibe. I'm outside. I didn't forget. I'm on tour. I didn't forget. It has that vibe to me. We've been digesting whack rap for so long. Yeah, the overly popular ain't with that ability for real nowadays. Yeah, 100% Nick Krim. Yeah, I don't see it. King Hama. People call Logic, Joyner, Hobson, and others corny when they were what we needed. I won't say too much. I have a hot take a little bit. It's something about I think that the thing is right. What's his name? Lupe Fiasco one time came in the stream. I don't know. Maybe it was AI, bro. I have no idea, bro. Maybe it was AI. Who knows? I doubt it was actually Lupe Fiasco. Who knows? But Lupe Fiasco was trolling the chat. He was talking about some kind of AI thing, or he wanted to use AI to go to, I don't know, try to gather people in a city and have them listen to AI in person. I didn't understand it, honestly. And he talked a lot about, Lupe Fiasco has a history. So this is drive this back to Kendrick, is that Lupe Fiasco, right? He has a history of being a lyricist. But then we heard him kind of shit on Dot, during the battle, right? He kind of I think it was on Curtis Stream's stream one time, and he was saying that he didn't. I don't know what he was saying. He wasn't agreeing with Dot, or he thought he wasn't that good, or I don't know what he was saying. Some nonsense. It was crazy to me. And apparently he teaches hip hop. So if bro teaches hip hop, how you teach hip hop in college, and you listen to that battle and you're saying what you're saying about Kendrick. So in the end, he came into this chat, and ultimately, a lot of what he was saying was that he likes rap, not necessarily hip hop. Something like that. Something along those lines. So when you say, we can mention great lyricists, the problem is a lot of the lyricists don't have the meaning behind it, right? That's the piece of the puzzle that, for me, I like lyricism, but sometimes not only for the sake of it. I'm okay with vibe rap. I'm okay with, mumble rap. I'm okay with whatever if that's the vibe. But if someone's going to be lyrical, it's okay to be lyrical just for lyrical sake. That's okay too. I'm not saying that's wrong. But Lupe Fiasco was perpetuating this idea that I just like to rap stuff. I just like to put words together. And that's cool. That's cool, right? That's okay too. There's a lane for that too. But see, that's where AI comes into play, right? That's why we have the Timberland, you know what I mean? Throwing shit inside of AI and now he's getting sued. Because AI, Drake and his freestyling and all this shit, Drake, Iceman's probably gonna have a ton of AI, right? If you're just rhyming for the sake of rhyming, AI is gonna outperform your ass, right? You can ask AI to put shit together and it's gonna do it probably pretty good. But what AI doesn't have is the soul. What AI doesn't have is the spirit, right? That's the thing that's missing from AI. It has everything else. It has the knowledge. It has the speed. It could probably pump out raps faster than anyone. So I don't want to hear nobody just rapping for rap's sake. I don't want to hear lyrics just for lyrics' sake. Unless that's fine, we bugging out. That's cool. Like if we're just bugging out, someone wants to do it, do it. But if you don't have nothing to say, bro, why are you even in the space? If there's no meaning to your music, if you don't have anything to say, what is the point? Then I might as well listen to Drake. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. So what's the difference between someone being lyrical for the sake of lyricism, having nothing to say, and Drake making melody music so that it sounds okay for the ears? What's the difference? And for me, for someone who really enjoys lyricism, that's kind of like, maybe it's a bad take. I really don't know, but that's my take about ultra lyricism that kind of hides behind a superficial rhyming scheme. But again, with a caveat, it's absolutely okay in my book, right, for things just to be lyrical too. Like I'm just saying, I have another side of me that, like, I wish people can cross over into the lane of Kendrick. Like, I wish we could get, because then we can move away from all this AI takeover shit. Like, you could have the spirit, cross over here, have good lines, have entendres, but have something to say. Have something to say to the youth. Say something to these kids. These kids are listening to you all. They're listening to these rappers. I mean, and rap right now, like I said, is in a weird place. Say something through the music. Why not? What do you have to lose? Like, I know every rapper, every artist has something they're going through and can comment on society, can comment on what they're going through and tell it through rap. I don't know what the fear is. You know, I don't know. They fear that, like, they'll get canceled, or I don't know. And that's fine. I get that too. You know, I understand, like, how that works, and people probably can't reveal all of themselves. But start to and try. And take notice for the people right now who are scared of dropping because Dot's the king. Take a lesson from Dot. Joey Badass did. As much as, you know, there was some controversy around Joey Badass and him going at, you know, Ray Vaughn and Daylight and all that stuff that happened, I give it to Joey Badass. I still give, because he took a lesson from Dot. He took a lesson from him. He took a lesson from Dot. Dot taught him that. He did it, and he actually has a really interesting. He actually was interviewed. It was really good, actually. $1 Million. What's that podcast? $1 Million Worth of Game. He was on that podcast, and it was exceptional. Actually, I was kind of blown away. I mean, Joey Badass almost, he's like a little too positive of a guy. I was surprised. He spoke about all this. He spoke about everything, and he got this from Kendrick. All this came, and he admitted it. You know, Kendrick is the top, and I want to go out, and I want to be in the spirit of competition. That's what I want to see. And Joey Badass did it, and so did Ray Vaughn, and so did Daylight, and so did AZ Chike. They all imitated Dot. They went at it with beef. They had something to say. They made it interesting. It was lyrical, but it was something poetic and meaningful about it. And it was fun. I want these rappers to cross over, like these lyrical rappers that want to be lyrical. I want them to cross over to have some shit to say. That's all. Like, I want them to say something. And I'm not like calling out those particular ones that you had mentioned. I'm just, that's what came up to me from that conversation. That's a lyrical genius. The beat is insane. The depth is how he's feeling and throwing it out here. This is a legendary selector remix and another K-Dot classic. These lyrics are insane. Yeah, we read through them. I mean, if y'all just coming in the chat, we did a really deep dive into the lyrics, but just going through some of them a little more piece by piece. Why are Kendrick's verses so infectious? I don't know, Maynard's Spaceship. Why are they so damn infectious? I mentioned before that I hear kids, just not kids, like my kids, like my toddler, I was mentioning earlier that And I hear people from the family like it triggers them. Like there's something to the music. Studio Blue, I'm thinking they only gave us half the verse. My guest Doc goes last, and they left him the runway. My prediction is that this verse is long as hell. That's my prediction. That's all I can say. I can't imagine they leaked this shit and they must have done it with Dot's permission. And this is the whole verse. It does get cut off, but I imagine there's got to be a nice little, much more out of like the second half of that. Some of these losers rightfully equate leveling up with starvation because they want to stay average. Digital Dynasty Ventures, hip hop had really changed. It's two separate ideologies. The battle may have been the catalyst, but it feels like it's been seriously bubbling for quite a while. It does feel that way. And I think that's what made the battle so interesting. Maynard Spaceship, I'm a metalhead. I haven't listened to my old bands in over a year. Are you not a rap fan? Nikki Lewis, be careful when you post your live. Other reactors videos have now been blocked due to. Oh, damn. Are you serious? Oh, come on. Oh, no. They're going to block this? All right. Well, it's a good thing y'all are here live then. I mean, let me see if I have a warning. Damn, this snippet they're blocking. Oh, damn, Nikki. Why are you telling me this now? This is what makes this stuff so difficult to play. Damn, you think Drake's behind this? Oh, no. Maybe Drake's behind this. Who knows? We're in trouble if Drake's behind this shit. Oh, my God. That's possible. I mean, so far we're live, so maybe I shouldn't play it again. But it's already probably called. We'll see. I guess I'll find out tomorrow. Either I stop this stream from like publishing. Audio Salad is blocking the videos. God. Damn, I shouldn't have played it. Oh well. Whatever. No matter the topic, you can tell the clarity who falls on what side. This is heavy, deep, hard to track. Listen to it a few times to really get the depth. Hip hop is back. I guess I'll find out tomorrow if they're gonna block this. But man, this is what makes it so difficult to play the. You just can't play the music. You can't play the music. It's insane. I mean, there was some of these videos got it so well. But you know what's crazy is like they leaked this shit and then saying don't play it. Like y'all know, come on, y'all know this leak. Y'all know if we were gonna play it. I don't know who Audio Salad is, but they be blocking. I don't know. It's crazy. I like Tyler the Creator back in 2012. Yeah, Tyler the Creator. If what else, y'all? What y'all got? Talk to me in the chat. Nikki Lewis, you told me now I can't. I was about to play it again one more time. Now I can't play it because you're gonna mess me up now. I can't play that shit. Maybe I can play the bootleg version. All right, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Jay Black's videos were blocked too. Oh damn! Oh that shit. You know that shit's getting blocked because this stuff never gets blocked. That never gets blocked. Oh my god! Wait, hold on. Let me check. Hold on. I'm sorry. Just looking out for your channel. I mean, yeah, they block. Well, it's too late now. What are we gonna do, y'all? What are we gonna do? Maybe after this live, we'll shut it down. I'll shut down the live. I'll turn it to private. So it's a good thing y'all are here now, because once this is going away, I'm not gonna post it. Damn, you're right. J Black's video is gone. Oh well. I'll probably do a video on it and I won't play the song. I'll do another video on it and I won't play the song. We'll just go through the lyrics. Just don't post it. We got to keep your channel safe. I mean, honestly, unfortunately, YouTube is so copyright police sweeping through like the plagues of Egypt. YouTube is so, I mean, once I stop the live, like it already runs, I would have to like delete the live like right away, which sucks because we get the chat and stuff. So we'll see what happens. I don't know whether we. So you say so? Jay Black's got and Knox also got copyright already. Drake probably bending his. Oh yeah, Drake's got us all, bro. It's crazy. I won't be surprised. I mean, I really won't be surprised if the labels are really going hard on us right now, you know, and like they're listing, you know, and trying to be careful. King Hama, I don't play anything derogatory around my children. I respect that, you know, and same. I really have, and you know, I have that same kind of dilemma. It's like you enjoy the music, but then when you're around your children, you want to make sure that it's clean. That's why I always like to keep my stuff as clean as I can. Obviously, you know, amongst my peers, we bug out, we curse, we do whatever, we're vulgar. This, as you know, within reason, you know. But obviously, in front of the children, I always like to, you know, just do the, you know, just be the best model you could possibly be. So yeah, that's why I personally, that's why I try to avoid a lot of vulgarity, even though, you know what I mean, when you're with your friends, you know you can be vulgar, but try to avoid the vulgarities in my videos at least as much as possible, just to keep everything as clean as I can. Knox may lose his channel not because of the song. Why? That's crazy because he always posts like a lot of music. That's sad. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy for reaction channels, and that's kind of why I personally had leaned into storytelling and commentary, because the videos do end up pretty much getting blocked. What did Screwface John do? How's he doing? He's always reacting to stuff. What did Screwface? Did he not react to this? His is still up, 2 hours. Let me see. Screwface is still up. I don't know. I'm not gonna play it though, because that shit might come down. That shit might come down in like another hour. Oh shit. You know what's crazy? Screw did do it as well earlier. Yeah, I see it here. I don't see it taken down.
Get gentrified. B dot from Rap Radar.
All right, let's see. So yeah, so he does play it. Time will tell. It's hard not to do this, bro. It is hard not to do it. Oh, the video from the show. Why? What's the difference? This verse is more impactful. Which video from the show, Nikki? You mean this? I feel like that would be worse. How many Judas done let me down? J. Cole, you done let me down, Cole. Which one, Nikki? Tell me. Why? That one is the cleanest version. Oh well. I guess time will tell. Eric B. Rakim. Oh, the audio salad appeared on the video. Oh, right. Those people, I see them a lot. I see. All right, whatever. Anyway. Oh well. Let me close out of these. All right, y'all. Talk to me. Let's leave the chat. Give me some last words here. Let's do our little kumbaya. Our buys. I hope y'all enjoyed this stream. Y'all enjoyed this live. Y'all join the Discord. Hit the like button. Can y'all subscribe? I mean, I guess the like button at this point, honestly, I appreciate you. It probably doesn't matter because at this point, this might not be up tomorrow. I probably have to take it down. Because I played every single damn angle from the Twitter. I played every damn angle. So I won't know until tomorrow. Maybe I'll just private it. And then when I private it, I lose all the chat. So whenever you don't, like, once you go live and you don't let it post on your channel, everything goes away. So all the chat kind of disappears, unfortunately. You know, so everything kind of goes. What's your last words on this song? I'll probably do a video on it if I can, breaking it down. They say if we can't lose, oh, I appreciate you, Digital Dynasty. Appreciate you. Join the Discord. Yeah, it's been tough actually. Ever since the rap beat, the algorithm's been kind of crazy. So I've been kind of moving, a little differently. I don't want to get copyright. So, it's hard to react to the music. You have to be kind of careful. The algorithm is really finicky. You kind of get put in a box depending on your content, so they don't end up showing your video in certain places. So it's been kind of tricky, but I appreciate you. You can tap into the Discord, and it's funny. Some people watch. I mean, the lives are not massive, obviously they're small, but I'll take it. I love a small group, but people don't even subscribe sometimes. So hope y'all, if you are on the live, at least hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and at least join the Discord. The Discord is a place where when I do go live, I'll definitely post to my Discord. I'll definitely post to my Discord. Because the live, I don't even know if YouTube tells y'all that someone goes live. Does it? I never get a notification. I know Twitch. I'm not on. I mean, I have a Twitch, but I don't have no one there. So maybe in the future, which is why I think I'm gonna have to start using a Twitch, because you can kind of do this stuff a little more. Oh, thank you, Digital Dynasty Ventures. The Twitch be dropping the live instantly. Like they'll be out. I don't even. I'm not even on Twitch like that. But anyone that I follow at all, like, or I've seen their video, bam, once they go live, it's like they're live, hop in. And I'm like, does YouTube do that? Because I feel like YouTube never tells me. Like, so if I just go live on YouTube, like nobody ever knows. So that's the one downside to the YouTube thing. That's why I try to branch out. That's why I have the Discord. So at least people, at least I can mention it in the Discord. And again, the Discord's for y'all. It's for us to talk about these topics. I'm in there, obviously, and you know what I mean? Like, I connect anytime. Nikki Lewis, like, share, subscribe, and join the Discord. Let's keep philosophy in the algorithm. Thank you so much, Nikki. I appreciate you. And Nikki, you're great. Everyone go subscribe to Nikki as well. She's also starting YouTube, and I'm excited to see what you bring. I'm shocked I caught 2 lives in 1 week. That's because you weren't on the Discord. You got to be on the Discord. That's where see, this is what I mean. Like, YouTube doesn't tell people. It doesn't even tell your own subscribers that you went live. Like that. Like, how crazy is that? Like, at least tell the people that have subscribed that someone's live. So it ends up being, and what's crazy about YouTube is like it's very finicky with the topics. So it knows like, all right, these people only like Kendrick. So if rap philosophy ever talks about anything else, if it's not Kendrick, we ain't gonna tell them. Like, the algorithm is bugged out. Like, it's crazy. It's like, yes, I'm a big Kendrick fan, but so much shit happens that we got to talk about. It might not always involve Kendrick, but the algorithm is just so finicky. It's just very topic based, very interest based, and that's how things are. So I feel like if you all like a creator and you like their personality, or you connect with them, you vibe with them, find other ways to connect with the creator, because the YouTube algorithm, like even me during the rap battle, there was a lot of people coming up on my feed that I loved, and I was like, yo, and then just because I don't see it anymore, even if you're subscribed, it's so weird. It's like, oh my God, I remember she was talking about this all the time, and like, where's her videos? I gotta go hunt. Sometimes I don't even remember the name of the channel. So YouTube is so finicky. It's wild. Like, it's crazy. It's become now nothing like, which is good. If anyone wants to start a YouTube channel, play the verse. You probably just hopped in, Nathan. Should I play the verse, Nikki, again? I've been playing this. We talk about it being copyright, so who knows? So I'm gonna hold up. I already played it 1,000 times already. I don't know if it's the song or if it's that one clip or whatever. If anyone's interested in drop the subscribers and all that stuff isn't that big of a deal anymore. So for Nikki, for anyone else who wants to be, this is just a side rant. If anyone interested in like making content, it's all about the interest, all about the topics, all about the stories, all about you. So that's really the big thing now. It's just interest based, things like that. So, which is good and bad. It's bad in the sense that it really keeps people in the bubble. So it's like, if I'm into Kendrick, it only shows me a lot of Kendrick content, which is good, but also bad because I'm also, want to see other stuff. But again, it's very finicky around that. Play the verse, bro. That verse is crazy. The best verse since the battle. I can't wait till it drops. But like Nikki got me shook now. She said all the channels are getting blocked because playing the song. Now I don't want to play it again. I think it was. Let me see which one it was. I'm at your Discord. You're my first. I'm just uploading Discord now, but to really hear and talk about lyrics, topics, etc. You're definitely my fave, and we'll share on all my socials. Respect. Thank you so much. Yeah, join. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of people, the Discord thing, a lot of people like kind of a little bit confused by it. Like, I know people are new. I was new to it as well. But I think people like, especially older, like, what the hell is Discord? But it's a place where it's kind of like your place. So it's good because it's not like owned by one of the algorithms, It's like not owned by YouTube, not owned by Twitter. It's just a place where the chat can just kind of be at. And that's kind of like yours. It's a place where I can post and I love YouTube. I love to post on YouTube and everything like that. It's just that again, it's just because the algorithm decides when it's going to show and when it's not going to show. That's what makes it finicky. So that's what's good about the Discords of the community. And I know I'm on there. There's some Discords where people make the Discords and like the YouTuber, whoever's there is like never on. I mean, I'm not always like posting, but always like reading and I'm on it. I get the messages and stuff like that. So at least that's a good thing. I hope that's a good thing for y'all. And I enjoy this to the conversation and try to keep to the channels that are there too. Because I don't want it to be like super spammy. Like I tried to section out the Discord. I'll put it. Let me put it in the link too, right here, as well. Y'all, it is hot in New York. I mean, Jersey. It is. We have like a heat wave, and tomorrow it's supposed to be crazy hot again. I don't know where y'all are at. What it's gonna be, it's like above 100, which is I know that's crazy because some people like that's the norm for them in certain areas. But like for us, like 100 degrees is insanity. Like that shit's like crazy and it's like muggy as heck. Where y'all at too? What states? San Antonio 100 tomorrow. Texas, bro, y'all. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all do it. I go out there, I was like, man, it's crazy. But like 100 to us in Jersey or New York or out in this area, bro, that's like they have all the warning signs all over the state. Stay indoors. It's too hot. You from Queens, King Hammer from Queens. You're tomorrow. I think Wednesday is supposed to be a little better. Tomorrow's still gonna be that crazy heat. What I mean, it's gonna be super hot. So be careful. Stay safe. It's summer 8 months out of the year. I have family in Texas. It's crazy. I heard that you guys have some crazy lightning out there too. I remember I went out there once. The thunder's bananas. The thunder in Texas is crazy. Toronto. I've written my memoirs. Oh, good for you. That's great. Share it. Share it in the Discord if you ever have some content that you want to share there, want people to check it out. Definitely share it. Toronto's 140 degrees Celsius. I have a pool thing. Yeah, good for you. But you know what? Being outdoors is still hot though. You got to be careful. Even if you're in a pool, it's just like if the sun is beaming, you got to have some shade. North Jersey. D Perry sitting here trying not to sweat. Oh man, North Jersey, crazy. It's so hot. Like I'm literally like the sweat's glistening right now on my face just because it's cool where I am actually, but still, bro. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy. The weather maps are crazy. We wouldn't be surprised to see here there'd be monsters over the state of Texas on the map. Canada's the only place you get sunburn and frostbite in the same day. That's crazy. That's funny. It feels like no matter where you go, it's like there's always good and bad. It's like no matter where you are, there's always good and bad. Sometimes I'm like, Canada, man, I'll never go out to Canada because it'd be so cold in the winter. But then at the same time, like even out here, it gets so hot. It's like there's never just like a median. They say whoever's from Cali here, is anyone from Cali? What's the weather like in Cali? Is this true that Cali pretty much stays fairly consistent weather all year round? Like 60s to 80s? Like if it's winter, obviously like 60s, then maybe 70s, 80s. Is that true? I would love to know because that is a good reason to go to Cali if that's the case. That's what I heard. Who's from the West Coast? You tell me. Engine block heaters for your cars in Canada. I heard in Canada they have to like leave that shit overnight sometimes. Is that true? Leave the car running overnight. But sometimes it'd be like ice cold, right? Like the 4 myths of this heat. We'll take it. Alberta gets to 60. I'm a pipeline welder, and we had to stop welding due to if you breathe in the cold, your lungs. Oh my god. Blockages are a must. Okay. That's crazy. I believe that. But you know what's crazy? Today I saw workers outside. I mean, now I'm talking about the opposite in the heat. I saw like construction workers doing construction in this heat. I was like, man, that's crazy. Nah, they need to give them a break. Like, come on. Y'all join the Discord. I'm gonna leave it again, and I want to do some giveaways also in the Discord. I promise I'm gonna get to them. I've said I'm gonna do them. I've done one giveaway of the GNX shirt. I'm also this is like my own like rap philosophy shirt. I also want to do some of those. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's pretty decent. I want to do some giveaways of that. I'll do that in Discord. And again, I'm gonna make it like nice and easy. You just click, and then the bot kind of ends up choosing at the end of the week. I'm gonna get back to it. I just haven't had a chance to get to the Discord and kind of set that back up. But I have one more GNX shirt that I want to give away. But actually, I'm waiting for it to come in actually because they're like all sold out. The one I gave away was one I actually bought directly from the concert and to give away, and I gave it to a fan, or however y'all support, however y'all like to word it. Someone who was on the Discord actually won it, and I sent it out, and then I got another one. I want to do one more, but I had to wait for it to get back in because they were sold out. And then these, I have them coming in. So join the Discord, so I'll do more. And then I'll let y'all have a great night. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. So I don't know if we're gonna either this will be up, maybe it won't be up. Maybe I'll just private it or delete it tomorrow, because if it gets blocked, I don't know. I really don't know. I'll have to find out. And then probably work on, I'm hoping to do a video on it soon. And then let's see what happens. If the clips is supposed to drop something tomorrow, Nikki, that was crazy that you brought that up. But I find it hard to believe, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe they'll drop the song tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. All right, y'all. Peace and love. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Love y'all. I'll see y'all at the Discord. Hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed. Just go ahead and please, subscribe. If you're just here, you watch in the background. Just make sure you subscribe as well so you can catch these lives in the future. $900 at the show. Oh, Canada, that's crazy. 900, that's too much. That wasn't that much out here. It was 900 in Canada? That's crazy. But that's a lot. But hey, this is what it is. King Hammer, appreciate you. Nikki Lewis, appreciate you. Nickelodeon, appreciate you. Digital Dynasty, appreciate you. Love and respect. Peace and love. Catch y'all on the flip side. All right, enjoy your night. Stay safe. And God bless.